Hi, today we're going to be looking at and talking about the Epson 685W short throw projectors that have been being installed around the district for about the past year. I'm going to be showing you how to get it started, what comes in your kit, and what you need to keep track of for inventory purposes, and how to get on and start working. All right, so what comes with your Epson 685W? Got a couple of things. First is your remote control. This is a very important tool. We would like everyone to label their remote control on the back with Sharpie to denote the room that you're in. And this should stay in your room. It's part of your inventory. Consider it checked out to you, and it'll need to be checked back in at the finish of this school year, and same every year in your classroom inventory sheet with IT. So this remote is exactly what you will have in your room. It takes 2 AA batteries, which were provided or should have been provided with your toolkit. If they weren't, you're on your own for those. But if they were, that's good news, and you've got that. Those are not rechargeable, so they'll have to be tossed and replaced. And no one told me how that's going to happen, so you might have to get some batteries. Next thing we have is 2 interactive pens. Very exciting. We've got 1 colored orange and 1 colored blue. You should have 1 of each. And again, if you can write the room number on them, that would be great. Also came with a battery charger for 2 rechargeable AA batteries. Looks something like that. Might be white, might be blue. But you should have 2 of these and a charger. And they've got their little plus and minus signs on there. You just pop them in and slide that out in the back, and that sticks into the wall outlet. Pop it away when you're done. Pull out the batteries. When they're charged, they'll show green when they're charging. They'll show red when they're charging and green when they're full. Generally speaking, these pens, each of which takes 1 AA battery, will last a user, with some minimal to moderate use, about a month. And so you'll want to go ahead and make sure they get charged. Maybe stick it on your Outlook calendar, a little reminder once a month. Charge my pens, because we wouldn't want you to be in the middle of a lesson and lose power. So the other thing that you're going to get in your kit is a case for these pens. So when you are using it on the board, if you have a magnetic board, you can just have them sit like that, open, and they'll sit in your tray. This board's not magnetic, so it's not doing that. But that's one option. But otherwise, the tray just sits in your desk and is nice and safe. And let's pop in a battery to this pen. So you're just going to pop off the back with your thumb and forefinger and pop in the battery and pop the case back together. Voila. To turn on the pen, there's just one little button right about there. And you're just going to press it once. The power light comes on, and the pen is now alive. If you set the pen down and give it 5 minutes, it'll be done. It will just power down by itself. You might notice these 2 pens have different nibs at the end. Your Epson Brightlink 685W also comes with replacement nibs, and they simply screw off of the tip of the pen. So the little plastic part on this soft nib comes off of the little black plastic part, and then goes right back on. Just a little screw. Just be careful, make sure it's seated well. This one is like a felty pen, and if you use your dry erase board a lot, it might get gunked with residue, and that would probably interrupt the performance. So we want to offer that it might be good to put on the hard nib, because this will not get any of the residue on it. But those are your options, and that's what it comes with. And so that's everything in your kit. So once again, 2 interactive pens, pen tray, additional nibs, battery charger, and the batteries, which are now all consumed in my devices, and the remote control. So that's what comes with your projector. The projector should be connected to a power source. It should also have a wall jack somewhere In each room, it's a little bit different depending on what the installer had to do to get it there. But if you don't have jacks for HDMI and USB connection, you will want to submit an IT help desk ticket and just see what the plan is with that, because each one was supposed to be installed with that and have all of these tools. If you don't have all of these tools and you would like to get every piece, some of you may need to also submit an IT help desk ticket for that. So how do we use this thing? How do we connect to it? That's my next shot.